Hey, how's it going? This is Brandon from Brandlix Media, and in today's video, I wanted to bring you through the exact creative process that we use to literally funnel hack our best competitors. And the reason why we want to funnel hack the best competitors, as you can probably imagine, is because we want to know exactly what they're doing. If we know what they're doing with their advertising, if we know what they're doing with their landing pages, if we know what they're doing overall, like the overall strategy, we're able to replicate it, get the frameworks, and then pretty much implement those exact same proven frameworks in our own way, right? Or even in a better way, right? So we want to take inspiration from these, winning brands. And the reason why I'm pulling up one of our client accounts here is because as we were scaling this client last year, this was one of the strategies that we used to actually get these results in the first place, right? And so we scaled quite aggressively, as you can see. I'm pretty sure I went over this case study already, but yeah, I want to bring you through the tool that we used to essentially make this happen in the first place. And I'm gonna take the notes while I funnel hack a competitor, not of this, of this brand. This is just I just decided to choose Cure. This is an amazing brand. They have a bunch of different visitors, thousands of visitors every single month, 400, 300K. So they're doing over 1 million a month. So it's a perfect brand to model. And so I'm gonna do the funnel hacking strategy with this brand, right? I'm gonna bring you through the exact process step by step so you can see it, and we're gonna do it together essentially, okay? So let me just take this off for a second and let's get it going. So let me start from the start here. So the tool that we use is Atria, which is an amazing tool. Let me just get this away 1 second, bear with me. This is an amazing tool that we use, okay? And so the first thing that we do is you sign up, whatever, and you type in the competitor over here. You can go under discovery, and in this case you can, Cure sells like skincare, micro needling. So the first thing that I did was micro needling. If you don't even know what to look for, right, and you don't know what competitors you have, the first thing you can do is, micro needling. After scrolling a bunch, I'm not going to do it now, but I ended up finding Cure. And so let me just pop them up over here. Cure, there they are. There they are. Cure skincare. And so this is kind of the first step, okay? Now, I also have some notes here, as you can see. So I'm gonna bring you through the process. As I said before at the beginning of the video, we're gonna do this together. So we're gonna funnel hack their ads, right? Their scripts, right? Let me just change this to traffic. Their scripts, their angles, their landing pages, their pop-ups if they have any, right? And their offers on the actual landing pages. So we're gonna break everything down. So let's start over here and just refresh. Sometimes it does this little bug for me. But yeah, so this is the brand. Now, the first thing that you have to notice here is that we want to understand the types of medias that they're running. And this is actually quite typical because, as you can see, most of these brands are, most of these pieces of content that they're pushing out are videos. And then we have 26% that are images. And then we have a very small percentage that, that are carousels. So obviously, the first thing that I would do is identify what is working. And so under like kind of like paid ads, I guess we can say videos work best, right? Something like that. Moving on, this is also a great chart because it literally tells you where they are pushing most of their ad spend and their traffic, right? So we see 63% here, 8% here, 7% here. So what I did is I basically opened up the 63% landing page where they're getting most of their traffic, which is this one, obviously, which I showed you already. We're going to go ahead and analyze this together later. But yeah, this is how I pulled it up in the first place, okay? So let's just see. Now, the first thing that I want to do, since we're talking about traffic, is I want to identify where, I can't actually do this here, but I want to identify where they're running their traffic mostly. So there's also meta ads library. I always like to open this up at the same time to see kind of the traffic distribution and to see how many ads they're actually running. So this is a crazy number. So the first thing that I want to do here is filter by active ads. Boom. Do the same thing over here, status active. This is also combining other platforms, so not just Facebook, right? But I want to kind of see, okay, they're running quite a decent amount of Facebook ads, but they're probably also running like TikTok ads and some other traffic sources, right? One other way to understand this is also to install SimilarWeb, right? SimilarWeb, it's not 100% accurate, but it will give you a good understanding of where they're running the traffic, right? These are all things to note, maybe in the notepad, also other things to add, and where they're running their traffic. So they're doing a good amount of search. There's a lot of direct, by the way. If there is a lot of direct, chances are it's mostly pushed also through social. So don't get fooled by this lower number, but it says that 17 to 20% is social, but even part of this direct traffic is mostly driven by social or either search. So don't get fooled if this is a lot lower. But this is also how I like to kind of see what the situation is with the brand and what are the keywords they're going after. So this is a good report, and I typically just export it. It's SimilarWeb. You can install this extension and then put it into my notes. Okay, so that's the first thing. The one thing that I want to do here, first of all, is I want to go under um, longest running ads, because the longest running ads are basically the ads that are the most profitable ads. So we want to see like October 5th. It's basically been, several months that they basically have these ads active. So what we want to do is basically go after the most old ad and funnel hack it and see exactly what they're doing. So we already identified the landing page, which is this one, so let's just leave it there for a second. The next step that I would do is basically go under the oldest ad and just understand exactly what they're doing in terms of ad copy. So the first thing that I would do is literally just copy and paste this ad copy. And bear with me, this is a super raw video, but I literally want to do this with you guys so you kind of understand the process of doing all these things. Yeah, this is gonna work. Cool. And I just have my notepad. We also typically do it more like on Excel, so excuse my last minute video. I just decided to do this video like 5 minutes ago. So this is what I would do. Just put everything over here, put the best ad copies, and I'm doing it for one, right? I would do it through, I would open up an Excel document and just actually structure it so it doesn't get crazy. But I would go in the ad, get the ad copy, copy and paste it so you have a structure of what works. Now, what is interesting about this tool is that first of all, you can just download it to keep things on file. I always like to just also just copy the link here, um, copy the links over here of like the best winning ads so that I have them saved. But one thing that really piqued my interest in this tool is that it literally, you're able to transcribe the script of the UGC creator. So what you can do is just literally copy the script and then go under whatever scripts, and then this is literally one proven script that is working, right? And so you just keep it there. Now, and this is great. It's absolutely great. And what other feature, what other thing, this tool allows you to do is that there it is. It gives you the framework of the script, right? The before and after, the bridge, the testimonial section where the creator speaks about the testimonials, right? Demonstration of the product, features, advantage. So this is a perfect thing to do a screenshot of so that you can essentially go in here. I would also just put it, oops, whatever. I would like copy and paste this the screenshot into the Excel or whatever just to keep a file on it, or do a folder, whatever you want. And one other thing that it really is really interesting about this tool is that it allows you to do similar scripts. And so these are just like some frameworks of similar scripts that you could be using, and that are just great ideas for inspiration and angles. It also gives you the voice over, the text overlay, the on-screen visual, like person looking in the mirror, frowning at wrinkles, or a close-up of microneedling pen on skin. In all these frameworks, it's genius. Like all these frameworks are based on the winning ad that has been running the most amount of time and that is extremely profitable. And then it gives you other scripts as well, and you can actually generate more. So you don't have to copy these, right? But it's great for inspiration. Now, you're not going to have this when you hop on here. You're going to have to create the script. So what you have to do is basically go here. If I can find how to do this, you have to go under create similar scripts. Yeah, so what you're not, you can't see it now because I already did it, but you're going to click on create similar scripts. A window is going to pop up. You're going to give the information on what you're looking for, maybe a little more information about your brand so that I can tailor the script to your brand. You can give the access to your website, and it will basically, the AI will look at your website and then look at here and kind of like do something very adequate towards what you're selling, so that it's a lot more personalized to you. That's why here in the scripts, if you just take a look over here, it says whatever brand XYZ. That's because that's what I gave it. It was asking me what brand, like what is the website, what is my brand. I basically told it that it was brand XYZ, just as an example. So it literally will get your keywords. It takes like 2 minutes to do, and then it will create all these similar scripts. So this is an amazing thing. Get inspiration, and you can also generate more scripts. Okay. So moving forward, once we kind of have the ad copies, the best ads, we have maybe a list of like the 10, top 20 winning ads. We have a list of ad copies, right? We have a list of scripts and the similar scripts that the AI allowed us to generate. Then it's now important to understand how they're promoting, like what angles are they promoting with. So I basically opened up the most popular page that they're promoting and pushing. I want to start reading and analyzing the entire thing. And so when it comes to ad like angles, there's many different ways of promoting a product. You can promote with the proof, right? So you're basically selling people with a lot of proof, or you're selling people because the product is backed by a dermatologist or a doctor, or you can sell people by, saying that the celebrities are using it and you should use it too. So like there's so many different ways of doing it. So what I want to do is scroll through the site and go and copy kind of like these angles and headlines that they're pushing on the landing page. You see Hollywood skin is finally accessible without the A-list budget, right? So this is something that they're touching in the landing page. This is another angle kind of approach. And maybe not all of these are like specific angles, but I just like to get all the headlines and have an understanding of how they're structuring the page to get inspiration from it. And then of course, like obviously I would just copy and paste this landing page over here, so we have it saved, plus a bunch of other landing pages. The more you do the research, and the more you're going to discover other landing pages. Maybe they're running advertorials, right? And it's working well for them. So you do the same exact thing. And yeah, so one other thing that I would like to go over here is the pop-ups. So I haven't seen any pop-ups here, but they're funny enough. As soon as I talk about pop-ups, I get a pop-up. So we want to copy the offers and the process. So I want to subscribe. So I'm just going to put another email here. I want to see what happens. So I want to just do a screenshot. It's just easier. Whatever. Though you save your screenshots, and then you see what happens here. They do something special, which you would have never known if you didn't go through the process. So what's your number one skin concern? It's basically asking you the question, and then let's say choose option one. Okay. So they're tailoring their product line with what you want and giving you an exclusive percentage based on your the products that you're interested in maybe, right? So then it asks you for the phone number. So we want to do a little screenshot of this. Let's see what happens if I give it whatever. You already saw my phone number. Please don't call me. Uh, yes, please, invalid. Give me a second here. Boom. I mean, this is a very simple step. I just was curious to see what their pop-up sequence is, because many times there's like small little secrets that actually make a difference. And when it comes to pop-up, why is the pop-up important? Because you should expect 5 to 10% of people that actually land on the page to give you their email, and then you can do a bunch of flows. One other thing that I would do is I would sign up for their email, right? So that within the next 10 to month or whatever, you get their emails and you get a lot of inspiration on exactly what they're doing with that part of the business. Okay, so let's close this. And the next thing that I would do is, honestly, I saved the link of the page, but I would just really read it carefully and get inspiration from all of the sections that they have, and I would literally copy this page. Literally hire a developer and say, do this exact page, and then of course put your own graphics, your own branding, change the words. Obviously, I don't need to explain why that's important to do, but I would just really structure it exactly like them, like exactly like them. So yeah, this page is amazing. It's absolutely great. So just know, just like you need to understand, sometimes I get people to ask me, why is my offer not working, or why am I not able to scale? Why? And then they look at their competitor and they're like 100 times better, their offer is better, their presentation is better, their social proof is better, their creatives are better, and then they're like, oh, okay, I understand why now, right? So if you want to go after like competitive, high opportunity products, and you're competing against these brands, the minimum that you can do is do at least the quality of work that they're doing as well, because then it doesn't actually make sense. Now, moving forward to my list here, pop-ups, whatever, done, right? Don't copy me here, just have an Excel sheet and put everything down perfectly and very organized, okay? But offers, this is the offer. Just take a screenshot of the offer. They're basically doing 43% off, save 43%, save 25%, and then 1 month supply. So they're putting the offer that has the most saving on the top. Okay, so this is something to note. And also they're saying over 5,000 people chose this supply. So they're pushing this offer by saying that other like 5,000 other people chose this, right? Chances are I'm going to choose what most other people choose, because it's how humans work. And then they have a bunch of, technicalities here. I love this page. This is really, really good. And then you have multiple payment options. Let's just see if I just move forward in the funnel, what happens. Okay, so this requires custom work. So you don't have to do it maybe exactly like them if you don't have the budget to do it exactly like them. But there's a bunch of apps that you can use to add on to your Shopify to maybe add sections like this or sections like this, add toggles, right? They basically add the free shipping. So once again, do your screenshot and model exactly what they're doing. So let's just see what happens if I choose this one. There we go. It's added over here. Let's check out and see what happens. So yeah, they customized their checkout. I think this is kind of spammy, to be honest, but they could have done a better job at presenting this. This is like what everybody uses. Yeah, they have if you want to add things to your checkout. There's apps like I forgot what it's called, uh, Revert or something like that, where you can basically add sections to your checkout and customize it a little bit. And yeah, so this is kind of a standard. You also have like express international shipping, which is like an extra like 30 bucks or something. So it's always good to add this as well. And nothing, I don't want to keep this video too long, but I just wanted to bring you through the process that I would go through and the tools that I would use, the mindset of the things, or kind of the framework of the things that I would look for when it comes to going after a competitor. Okay, so you know as well. And this is the same exact approach. Of course, this is a smaller scale. I have my team do this even much better than me, honestly. But we get a bunch of information and then we just implement. And typically, if you have a product market fit and you're approaching the market in the right way, things should turn out to be profitable and working for you. Of course, everyone will be at different scales, right? They're doing 1 million, but we scaled to 500,000, right? So it was still an achievement. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. I know this is a super raw, unprepared video, so bear with me, but I just want to make sure that, as soon as I have an idea, I maybe hop on and show you what I got. Okay, let me know if you have any questions and give me other suggestions for other YouTube videos, and see you in the next one.